None of us get to see it, but what happens within the pit during the fermentation process?
Us in Lallam and Connor, we have a 4-stage process for ensiling. The first stage is the aerobic stage. This is where the oxygen is reduced. It only lasts a few hours and enzymes are still active at a pH of 6 to 6.5. The second stage, Connor, is the fermentation stage. This is where the clamp becomes anaerobic, which means the air is completely gone out of the clamp. The pH will start to drop, comes in at about 6.5 and we want to get it to 3.7.
So what is the role of silage additives at this stage of the fermentation process?
Basically, Connor, the silage additive, it's creating a lactic acid fermentation, so it's dominating the fermentation, so by dropping the pH as quickly as possible down to that 4 pH mark. Ultimately, this will help preserve the crop by preventing dry matter, nutrient and energy losses. The third stage, Connor, is the stable period. With the benefit of a silage additive, this will get it to this period quicker. This is where we see very little change in the clamp, as long as the clamp is fully sealed and airtight.
Okay, and our fourth and final stage then is when we start to feed out again and the pit gets exposed to air. Can you explain this process and how an additive works to help minimise any waste?
That's correct, Connor. I suppose on feed out, you'll see a lot of changes coming in the clamp. You will see the pH start to rise as it is exposed to air. As the pH rises above 5, this is where a lot of yeast and molds start to grow. With the benefits of a silage additive, this will keep the clamp stable for longer on feed out. There's a few important points I like to see when it comes to feed out, Connor. When you're pulling back the plastic off the top of the clamp, only pull it back the bare width of the shear grab. Also, do use a shear grab, and a sharp shear grab is very important. And if you're not getting across that clamp quick enough, maybe consider taking half shear grabs at a time to get across that clamp quick.
Thanks again, Brian, for all your information. It was very helpful.
You're welcome, Connor.
So that brings to a conclusion our video series on silage making. Check out previous videos on our social media platforms. You can also click on the Lallam website for further information on silage making.